Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, excuse me. I had food right before I went live. That's why I'm a little late. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I had a long day. I wanted some food. That's my only reason. I just wanted some food. Welcome to today's live stream. Though we are hunting Charmander, probably, maybe, definitely. Let me see here. Switch it to that. Yeah. So I do have a Clefairy outbreak on my little map here. As soon as I get everything ready, the subjugation man is alive. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, Clefairy outbreak that I mentioned this morning. There's just one small issue that I have with. Oh, hang on, I didn't mean to do that. There's one small issue I have with hunting Clefairy right now. Otherwise, I totally would. The outbreaks are changing in 12 minutes. I don't think that's enough time to get two shiny Clefairy. So, as an alternative, we may be hunting Charmander, but instead we're going to wait 12 minutes and see what Pokemon are in the outbreaks. And in the meantime, I'm going to do some 6-star raids because I need to get Herba Mysticas. I'm just flying here because it's the closest area. I can just glide there. Moon loser? Hey, Clefairy's no loser. Clefairy's awesome. Hang on here. Well, these guys aren't definitely not shiny. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. We'll get Clefairy another time. Clefairy's in Legends Arceus. We're bound to get one eventually. Oh, hey, they're in Discord chat. Let's go.
Turn down your
Hello.
Speed or like so it's my computer's giving me all kinds of
Oh, that's just me all the time.
Yeah, you have the same issues Nick's having.
Hey.
I mean, you're the one who brought it up.
yeah.
What, is your computer giving you shit for existing?
Yeah, no, like it normally doesn't have any problems, and then today it's just like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna shit the bed the instant I have to do anything, you know.
Story of my life right there.
But he kept cutting out, so trying to resolve the issue.
Fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of bullshitty.
I need to upgrade the memory on this. Sorry, I couldn't understand what Soul was
What?
saying.
I was like,
Start talking.
I was saying that you were having issues and I'm trying to resolve them. This is telling me that.
Yeah. Okay. This is just beautiful. But okay, so
Well, my plan of agenda.
Lord.
I'm in Violet right now. I'm doing raids because my outbreaks are gonna change in 7 minutes here. I did have a Clefairy outbreak on my map, but I realized I can't get two shiny Clefairy in less than 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, because they only spawn at nighttime.
Yeah.
Well,
It's okay.
there are little tricks to fixing that issue.
I'm aware.
Just resetting to get this one.
Well, no, he could like if you
Yeah.
want to keep your same outbreaks for longer.
Oh
you
yeah,
just save the game, go back, push the time back a couple hours, and then reopen the game.
Yeah, but that's
as long as it's on
boring.
the same day, it should keep the same outbreaks.
Clefairy's in PLA as well. I'm bound. Clefairy's in PLA as well. I'm bound to get one in there.
Pokemon Violet so long.
If I need a Clefairy that badly, I'll play Legends Arceus for about an hour.
Yeah. For fuck's sake.
And then if my Violet game doesn't give me any good outbreaks, I'm just gonna hunt Charmander.
Piece of shit program right now. Okay, here we go. Fuck off the screen. Alright. Try closing these programs down. Get the damn program. Don't let me fucking do anything anyway. Oh my god. See if this is enough to get my freaking system to stop fucking.
Hey yo.
Being an idiot.
Oh.
Alright. Okay, it looks like I finally closed down that program. I don't know why it says I'm still at 100%. Microsoft Edge Web View.
Microsoft Edge? That's disgusting.
What? Yeah, why?
I don't know, it's like, it was like open on my fucking shit, and I'm like, that shouldn't be there.
I'm more of a Google Chrome kind of guy. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, I refuse to trust Google Chrome.
That's fair.
It's a memory hog.
That's fair.
There we go. But I use Brave.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a Chrome-based browser, so you basically get all the benefits of using Chrome without the freaking, all this memory is mine bullshit that it does. So.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Anyway, so you guys can hear me okay now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyway, there's a bunch to talk about today, so I wanted to kind of get right into it.
Alright.
So there was a thing with over the last couple days there was this thing with Crunchyroll. Apparently, a now deleted user on X was basically just spouting, like just posting tons of email addresses and passwords, and so people thought that there was a data breach. Apparently, that is not the case. Crunchyroll, in a statement, said that that there were a few accounts that were shared on Twitch, and that was basically because they were, making the people had made their accounts vulnerable on their own. It didn't have anything to do with
Sure.
data, like Crunchyroll systems being hacked. So anyway, they said the affected accounts have had their have been notified and everything, and they've taken steps to protect them, but most users are not at risk. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but our esteemed president of these United States of America signed into law an executive order that makes all of us women.
Yes.
Uh,
I am aware
That's
of
stupid.
I am aware of this, yes.
So basically, yeah. So Nick's aware of what I'm talking about. Basically, what happened is the executive order in question was actually meant. Yeah, the executive order in question was actually meant to target transgender people and was trying to establish what defines a man and a woman as a woman.
Yes.
You know, as an executive order form. Unfortunately, the person who wrote this executive order was apparently a blithering idiot. Um, because they
Whoa,
wrote
wait,
the way
whoa,
they
hang
worded
on.
it was, yeah,
I was gonna say Donald Trump being
you
a
know,
blithering idiot. Wow, this is brand new
no,
information to me.
he didn't write. He didn't write this. Donald Trump didn't write this executive order. Donald Trump has literally signed over 100 executive orders since he got into office. He doesn't have enough crayons to write that many. Okay. So,
Right?
so other people are writing this shit for him. He's just signing it without even reading it. Okay.
Very nice.
So basically, so the fucking idiot who wrote this, right? He wrote in there that that he basically wrote in two different places that the gender is defined at conception.
Yes.
You know. So he says, you know, so men are defined as those who have male genitalia at conception, and females are defined as those who have female genitalia at conception. Well, there is no such thing as somebody having male genitalia at conception.
Yes.
When the zygote first starts dividing, and it starts, for the first several weeks of our lives, we are all female.
Yes.
And then certain hormones and other changes happen in those of us that have male DNA, and we develop male characteristics. So basically, because this executive order has the language in it at conception, it basically classifies all American citizens as women now.
Yippee.
You know, congratulations to Donald Trump for eliminating gender inequality.
Guys,
by just making everybody women.
Guys, I don't know
Also,
how.
guys, be careful about having your shirts off in public if your state doesn't allow the women to walk around topless.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's good because you know what? I'm not qualified as either of those.
Guys, I don't know how to tell you this. When I was negative 8 years old, I identified as trans mask.
Yeah. So.
I am identified as neither male or female or trans.
Very based.
I am specified as a genderless creature.
Right. So, but the thing is, because of Donald Trump, everybody in the U.S., regardless of what you identify at, is considered a woman now, legally.
It's hilarious.
Well, you know what? Screw him.
I know. It is hilarious.
I'm not even mad.
Stupid.
To be honest, I'm not as angry as I probably should be. I just think it's fucking hysterical.
All right. Right. Yeah. No. Like that's why I brought it up because it's absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah. But yeah. No. Like because it's one of those things where it's you know. A lot of people have heard about this now, and you know, like, because I asked a few people today, have you heard about this? And they're like, yeah, we heard about that. So the information is getting out there. So, you know, just be careful out there, sisters.
My sister in Christ. My sister in Christ.
Right.
Me and the besties on our way to get our nails done.
Anyway. I know, right? You know, now I need to get that. I need to get that female VTuber model ready.
Oh, same, dude. I gotta get that coffee VTuber model, dude.
Right. Gotta get that musty goth girlfriend VTuber model on the go.
Oh yeah, or whatever, Fricky Fracky.
Whatever Fricky Frack keeps.
Whatever Fricky Fracky said that one time.
Yeah. Anyway.
Lost Pokemon VTuber model, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah. Oh man. It's looking. No, actually, we are female by default.
Yes.
It's not a neutral thing. We have female genitalia that closes up and transforms into male genitalia. So
It is now legal.
that is how fetuses work.
We are now legally female. Hooray!
I mean, technically at conception, we don't have any genitalia at all because we're just a small cluster of cells.
Yeah.
But
We're a
after
small
we
cluster
start developing,
of
the first genitalia we develop is effectively female.
We
No.
are a small.
And that's called
cluster-
science. You might want to look into it. You know, like
We are a
you know,
small.
you can
cluster
actually
of cells.
see the artifacts of that genitalia closed up if you look closely at your own. You know,
Yeah.
it's something where you know you can actually tell what has turned into what. You know, like anyway, not going to go into the specifics here. I'm not National Geographic or the Discovery Channel, but you know.
No, right?
But yeah, it's
We are a clusterfuck of these cells.
Man, all my
Okay, I mean,
outbreaks suck.
you know, I'm talking about science here. You know, like we have enough. You know, we have basically been able to identify how fetuses develop through checking on them via various sonograms and other means. You know, CAT scans, things like that. So we've been able to monitor fetuses at various stages of development for quite a while now. This is not new information.
End
Yeah.
of line.
You know, I mean, you know,
No, I was just lamenting. The clock hit midnight for me, and I checked my outbreaks.
Yeah.
They all suck.
ah,
The only
So-
good ones that I would reasonably do right now is Poliwag and Golduck, and I already have Golduck, so I'm just gonna get Charmander.
anyway.
Oh yeah, weren't you gonna do a stream of that?
Yeah.
What?
The Charmander hunt.
Oh,
How do you know I'm not
Charmanders
live?
to hunt? What?
I'm live right now. What do you mean?
Oh,
Yeah, he's live right now. I think he's
you?
live right
Oh.
now.
I've been live. I've been live for half an hour.
Oh, really? Because when I was getting ready to stream, it said that you were going live at like 15 till. So
Yeah, I did.
you know, so that would put you live at about like 21 minutes ago.
Yeah.
sorry that I failed to notice Nick's chat, guys.
No, smoking companies hired scientists to say that smoking was good for you. You know, there's a difference. You know, like I'm not going to say that that the government has never lied about what certain types of science are, or that there certain special interest groups haven't persuaded scientists to lie on their behalf, you know. But there's, as far as I know, there's not really anybody with a brain that's disputing the information that I'm spouting here. You know, like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know what sources you've been listening to, but one of them obviously was one of the people that wrote this report or wrote this executive order. Like,
Yeah.
it's not, you know, like it's pretty established science.
Yes.
No, I didn't prove. I did. You did not prove your point. One
didn't.
outlying incident. You know, like so. Let's talk about that. So, you have the cigarette companies who basically hire their own scientists and do studies that say, oh, smoking isn't bad for you. In fact, it might even be good for you. Scientists are always disagreeing with each other on what's bad for us and good for us. Okay. That is not a new thing, all right? Every year you have a study that comes out that says that eggs are either way better for you than we previously thought or way worse, okay? No, there's not many other cases like that. What I'm saying is there are scientists that argue with each other over what's good for you and what isn't, and the main issue there is because they're dealing with large numbers of people. No, here's the thing: they're
I
dealing
like
with large
eggs.
numbers of people, and they're having problems separating correlation from causation, right? Okay. I mean, you can say your piece of stick by it, but that doesn't make it any more correct. You know. All right,
Now,
cool.
hold your peace.
I enjoy
Yeah.
eggs. They're yummy
But
and
basically,
delicious.
yeah. But no, that's the thing is there. So here's the thing with scientists that you have to understand, right? Scientists in general, right? Now, this isn't like every scientist, but there's a lot of scientists like this. They want to present findings to their research community peers that are quote unquote new, right? So they will do studies, and oftentimes these studies are inherently flawed because of their sample sizes and things like that. What I'm talking about is not something that was found out via sample sizes, like a study on what's good for you. I'm talking about established science that we found out by actually monitoring the growth of a developing fetus. That is completely different science.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
and the thing is, yes, there are situations where corrupt scientists have lied on behalf of tobacco companies, or
No!
like the food pyramid incident, where we took scientists' recommendations as to what we should be eating, and then the government got a hold of them, and then the special interests got involved with their lobbyists and everything, and then suddenly the food pyramid looked completely different by the time the public got a hold of it. You know, that's a different thing altogether. You know,
Scientists
what I'm talking about
lie?
is established science.
That's crazy!
Scientists lied to us.
It's funny, like the whole global warming thing, right?
Oh boy.
Global warming, most scientists. No, here's the thing: most scientists used to agree that global warming wasn't really a thing; that humans didn't really have that much impact on what the planet was doing. But then Al Gore came out with an inconvenient truth, and I don't think that changed many scientists' minds, right? I think that what happened there was scientists saw, oh, this is a way I could get research money by just saying I believe this stuff, So they started doing a lot more research on global warming, and now the scientific community pretty much thinks that we are causing our own planet to heat up somehow in whatever minuscule, whatever way that we're affecting it.
Yeah.
I personally feel like, here's the thing with global warming and the environment. I don't think it's a good idea to hurt the environment. I don't. Like, I think we should try to keep it as close to its natural state as possible most of the time. However, us doing what we're doing to the planet is not going to destroy the planet. It will make it uninhabitable for us before it gets anywhere near destroying the whole thing. And then after we are all dead, the planet will just shrug us off like a bad cold and go back to doing what it was doing. Like, so yeah. So the people who get all uppity about protecting the planet, you're doing it wrong. You need to be instead of saying, oh, protect the planet, you need to be focusing on keeping the planet habitable for human beings. Like, that's the issue. That's the actual problem, is that the planet is not habitable is not going to be habitable for human beings if we keep doing what we're doing to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because anybody can tell you that they don't like breathing in smog. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a good thing to just keep pumping all that crap into the air. Like, you don't have to believe that the planet is experiencing a super warming event or whatever to think that maybe we should dump as much smog into the atmosphere as we are. Like, it's just common sense. Like I said, you don't have to quote unquote believe anything to know that when somebody parks their car next to me and I'm on the sidewalk, I don't like breathing in their freaking exhaust. So
For
it's
real.
just but yeah,
I didn't want to interrupt you.
like I said, you know, it's something where
I got a shiny Charmander. It also has a mark.
mm,
Sleepy time! Hell yeah.
Howdy.
Really is sleepy time.
Nice.
It also,
so you got a mark.
Yeah. It also had Flare Blitz, and it put me on panic mode immediately.
Oh.
Why did these things?
God.
Why did these things have Flare Blitz?
Right. So they're Charmanders with Flare Blitz, and they have like a increased chance of being shiny. Is that what it is?
Something like that. Well, that's one down. I need to get 2 more now.
And those are raids or outbreaks.
Sandwich. No out.
Arms.
Who is this?
Oh, okay.
This is just normal encounters in the
Kill
terrarium.
yourself.
What?
Fuck.
The fuck you have, dude. I go to
Yeah.
Gup's Command Central and I click on Happy Message, and that's
Oh
what it says.
god. Dang. Now I'm demonetized.
It's okay, Hunger. We can be demonetized together.
I know, right? So how's it going?
Pretty good. How have you
Alright.
guys been?
Oh, you
Doing
know.
okay. We were just talking about some of the recent events, taking place. The Crunchyroll data breach and the executive order that makes us all women.
Yeah.
You know. Did you hear about that, Kev?
Well, no, it was like as soon as I saw Twitter and like right over in the corner, it was like all the little popular messages and stuff, and it's like Executive Order 66.
Yeah, no. So basically, what we were talking about with that is there's an executive order that was written by somebody who's not very, very intelligent, and they basically they were basically trying to define what a man is and what a woman is, like for and instead of using instead of saying it's defined by the genitalia they're born with, they said they said it was defined by the genitalia they have, quote unquote, at conception.
Oh yeah, it was no. You're thinking of the Mississippi. You're thinking of the Mississippi.
This was an executive order signed by our president Donald Trump. So
Because there was because I was going to say there was also the Mississippi ruling where they're trying to pass the conception begins at ejaculation.
Yeah,
law.
yeah, no, that one. Yeah, I heard about that too. But,
And I'm like,
they're trying to
I'm like,
ban
there's gonna-
masturbation.
Yeah, I was saying, I'm like, half the fucking dudes in Mississippi are going to wind up in prison day one.
No, because the thing is they're trying to ban male masturbation, and we're all officially female now. Anyway, so they're all safe. Donald Trump solved gender inequality. So basically, what this executive order signed by our president says is that the gender that we have, quote unquote, at conception determines whether we're male or female.
Since we all started as female.
Yeah, exactly. At conception, technically at conception, we're all just a little cluster of cells that doesn't have genitalia. But once we start developing genitalia, it starts out female, and then in those of us that have the male genetic traits, various hormones and things kick in, and we grow male genitalia later.
We transform into males.
Yeah, yeah, something. But apparently, if you interpret it as when we first have genitalia, then that means that we are all effectively female under this new executive order. So rejoice, my sisters.
Hell yeah. I was about
My sister's been trying.
Gender inequality is finally over.
to say hell yeah, brother, but that would be incorrect.
Right? Yeah.
Also, I found another shiny Charmander.
When did this happen again?
It happened like a couple days ago.
Another shiny Charmander. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh
Nick,
my
you should
God.
add me on Pokemon Go, and you should send me one of those really cool weed cats you have.
Where are you in the United States? Because it does depend on location.
I'm in Ohio,
Okay, then
the worst state.
You know that you were talking about Mississippi before.
Yeah.
I might just have to move places now.
Right.
Caps, unfortunately, I won't be able to trade you one. You're too far away. I need you to come over here.
You never know. The FBI might come after my ass now.
Damn.
I need you to walk all the way to Arizona.
If you live in Mississippi, I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, you know, like, here's the thing: how the fuck are they gonna enforce that? Like, are they gonna have people like going through and sniffing your laundry? You're gonna be sticking out your laundry mats, sniffing your boxers, making sure you don't have any quote unquote dead babies in there.
What the fuck? That's another one. That's so fast.
Oh my god.
They're gonna have little fucking signs above the stores where it's gonna be like, if you see somebody checking out boxes of Kleenex, say something.
Right. Yeah. No. Like it's it's so stupid. Like it's just the thought of it. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You know, when you're talking about semen versus you know, like the difference between semen and an actual fetus that can, you know, is it's essentially just half the recipe, right? That would be like somebody getting mad at you for baking a cake because you have like flour and milk in your house, like.
Like, not to get disgusting.
Right.
I think
this person have any idea just how many fucking people
Right.
in
Yeah. No, I get
one
it.
day?
Right. Yeah. No, it's something where they're gonna start pushing because they think they have a quote unquote mandate when they really kind of don't, you know, and it's kind of sad and stupid.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're gonna. But yeah.
man, I had a funny
Like,
clip.
why can't we put people in prison for like actual offenses? Like,
Right.
I mean, they just got all the people, or we just got rid of all the fucking like minor drug offenders from prison. It's like, and now we're filling up with the like.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, like, you know, the president, in his infinite wisdom, decided not to look at each case individually and just pardon all of the January 6th insurrectionists at the same time. You know, because, you know, why not? You know, why not risk you know, letting, you know, a bunch of really violent people out with people who are maybe just there to sightsee, you know? Oh my gosh, just, you know, it's funny because like some of them are already back in jail after being pardoned. Uh, there was one guy who got out and then immediately got arrested again on a bench warrant for a gun possession charge in another state. So yeah, just you know, but you know, oh hey, I'm sure they're all harmless, right? You know, there's only 1,500 of them. What are the odds that some of them might be bad? Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, in the non-political
Sure, yeah.
on the non-political end, it's like
Opinion on the
if they're
Hello
working on
Kitty
Clover.
DLC. Yeah, I noticed. I noticed that. I added some names down there for you. Some of the people that you forgot that were in there.
Actually, it's funny. I remember I have those on my official list.
Okay.
Uh, I started adding more to it after
Oh,
I
good.
wrote that up.
But
But yeah,
yeah,
it was like Vile Winkle.
yeah. But yeah, so
Like
you know,
that one took a second to like that one took me a second because it was like because your mom in the game in Clover, her name
right?
is Perry. Her canon
Yeah,
name is Perry, and
yeah,
it was only recently we decided it's like okay, so her last name then is going to be Perry Winkle,
yeah.
and we're like, I guess that means that your character's last name is going to be Winkle.
Right. Yeah,
Hell yeah,
Oh yeah, and Brock Harrison,
that's
yeah.
funny as hell
Eric
though.
Stewart confirmed himself that Brock's last name's Harrison.
That's funny. But yeah. So Mr. Game and Watch asks opinion on that Hello Kitty DLC they released for the Minecraft Marketplace.
Yo, you got
it's Hello
the
Kitty
Mr.
DLC.
Game & Watch in your chat? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I'm honored, honestly. But
He's asking about Hello Kitty.
yeah, no. It's one of those things where I'm not a huge Sanrio fan. I know that there are people who go absolutely nuts for Sanrio. So from a marketing standpoint, it makes sense. But yeah,
Sanrio stores are here in the United States. They're
right.
one of the few that get like their own fucking dedicated store.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying that it's not a huge business and a huge industry. And I think, like I said, I think from a marketing perspective, it makes a lot of sense. I personally am completely indifferent to it. I don't really have strong opinions one way or another. I'm not going to be getting it. You know, it is a thing that exists, and I'm sure there are plenty of people that are happy that it does exist. So, yeah.
How about we talk about the other cute pink thing that was added to that was recently added to the world? The pink Ninja Floyd being added to Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen the screenshots and everything.
Dude, the video is
yeah,
fucking awesome. Basically,
yeah,
what you have to do is every player, they have it set up where every player has to do 10 different challenges. There's a list of like 37 total to choose from, and everybody gets like a random 10.
mhm,
And when you've completed those 10, like your screen like breaks like glass, and then there's like this rainbow that fucking appears with all the ninjas in it, and then the last fucking ninja shows up is Floyd.
yeah.
and
Jeez.
he's got he's the pink ninja, and he's got rainbow powers like a rainbow
Oh my
prism,
gosh.
like dark side of the
Yeah,
moon and shit.
yeah.
Like
Mysterious as the dark side of the moon.
they
Oh
they were cooking with this one.
man.
Like I'm really happy with how Floyd turned out.
Pink Floyd. Uh,
People were saying it's like it's just Chameleon. It's like no, it's just Reptile from MK1.
yeah.
Like because the very first Mortal Kombat game, it was like they had the secret fight with Reptile
Yeah.
in a whole new fucking area.
Yeah.
I mean, you could never play in that stage any other way.
Right.
But at least this way, you can unlock the stage that they offer with it,
Nice.
and
Yeah.
you get a Sub-Zero and a Scorpion cameo outfits that just give them pink costumes. It's kind
Yeah.
of nice. Sorry, but yeah, but I was gonna say, talking about Clover though, uh, I'm working on not just names though. We're also making like gender differences right now. Like
Yeah. Yeah. No, I saw where you're talking about gender differences.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
oh god. So
Are you
I
gonna-
mentioned this in the back room.
Yeah.
So
Right.
so we had so. I, I brought up, I was like, we should give the we should give male Fluff Yeti and
Uh-huh.
Yedu smaller
Yeah.
horns than the females. And this started
Or
a
the
long
females have smaller horns than the males. You mean?
no, no. I wanted the
Oh, the other
females
way
to have
around.
larger horns
Okay.
because my reasoning was it was a mother protecting their young.
Yeah, the thing with the thing with horns on most horn species in IRL is they tend to go to the males because the males use them to compete with each other for the female's attention. So they're used to fight other males. Uh, they're not used as a protective or defensive measure at all. Um, like in fighting like lions and stuff, they typically use their hooves more than they use their horns when they're fighting against like predators. So
My other reason for doing it was because every or every gender
mhm.
difference that we've added up to this point is all applied to the females, and I wanted
Yeah,
to have one male form
yeah.
difference.
So speaking of male forms, are you gonna have Wifeman have a bulge?
No, we did bring it up. I did make a sprite for it. I shit you not.
We need to see it. We need to see the sprite.
Oh man.
I actually
Um,
no. You will never see the sprite.
Damn it!
oh man.
It's lost media. It's lost media forever. The
Uh,
sprite of Wifeman with the bulge. I will tell you, it does exist, but
oh
it
my
is never
God.
coming out.
Jeez.
L. L, to be
Oh
honest.
man. It's too
No, but
funny.
we are considering doing the male Mazza Mazel if you've ever seen it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like the twin femboys or whatever. Oh man.
But no. So yeah, we were doing that with Yedum, and it started a huge fucking debate in the
Yeah.
back room. Like they started going at each other, and it had nothing to do with the with what you were talking about, Hunter. It was more about should we add more crotch fur to
Yeah,
the
crotch
female?
fur. I remember you talking about
Should
that.
we
Yeah.
add more crotch fur to the female? And Gino
Oh my
was
God.
he was so fucking annoying about it.
Oh
Like,
my God.
like he was pissing off one of the other fucking spriters and stuff, and the other spriter hasn't talked to us since about this.
God. That's
And it's all
random.
because of fucking it's all because of fucking
So
Ran.
if Matsumazel male has a different form, you should call it Matsumashieu. Because it's not a Mademoiselle anymore.
See, I thought about this. Like I've actually mentioned that
Yeah,
some of the males should get slightly different names,
yeah,
or some of them should get slightly different names. Like female Sambaludo should be called Sambaluda, and
yeah.
I am 100% behind this, and I have been fucking pushing for it for God knows how long.
Sambalita.
Well, it would be Warasita,
Yeah,
uh,
Barcita, yeah.
I forget what the three are. Panchita and
Panchita, yeah.
Sambaluda would be their names.
Yeah,
Like they won't get any form changes whatsoever. It's
right,
just that the name will change.
right.
Um, but
You can make the mustache slightly smaller on the females.
see, I've considered a number of things like that.
Right,
Like, but I just think it'd be funnier just to give them the female name change.
right.
But like female Corooster.
Yeah,
In the back room, we have a code name for him. We just call her Corhen.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, we have. But then there's like a couple others like that. But we have like nicknames for the forms. We just don't
yeah.
have. But yeah, like some of them should get slightly altered names. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm on board with this. You know,
Right.
I'm also a little saddened that they wouldn't give me. They wouldn't change Pegason's gender ratio so that I could get female Miss Pegason.
Miss Pegasus.
because
Oh,
Pegasus
man.
are currently male only, and I was like, well, why
Oh,
not just give me like a 12% chance, that I could
yeah.
have a Pegasus that's got, he's got fucking curly blonde hair and a fucking rolling
Yeah.
pin.
Yeah. Like what? Weren't you talking about having like special versions of certain Pokemon? Like super rare, like 1% encounters that don't evolve or anything. Like
Uh,
you know,
I mean,
like the
there's the
four-leaf
one.
Clover.
Well, there's the four-leaf clover, but there's gonna be like, I don't think we're gonna have other ones that don't evolve. Like, because I thought like I don't know if we're doing it yet, but I suggested a roaming form Alamo.
Uh-huh.
It just doesn't have the UFO.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. No.
but
That sounds
but it
that sounds
still
fun.
evolves. But it still evolves like
Uh,
normal.
so, um, but yeah, like, cause I had that idea for one for Chompest. Uh, yeah, based on the Freerin meme.
Oh, Chompfest we want to do the underground, or we want to do a deep sea Chompfest.
Yeah,
Like
but right,
they've been pushing for deep sea Chompfest for so long
right.
that they're not going to do anything else.
Ah, come on. Like, cause here's
Oh,
the
I know
here,
what you're talking
yeah,
about. I know what you're talking about. The
cause
one you were mentioning.
yeah, well, cause
It's
cause what
just
cause my thought was it could be I mean it could even be a different Pokemon like like because my thought was that it would be kind of like a slowpoke slowbro thing, where it's basically a Chompest eating a wifeman, you know, it's just stuck in there. So
well,
yeah,
I will say now, our Dex has been finalized at 405. Like that is where the Clover's final Dex cutoff is going to be.
mm,
We did reorganize the decks so
yeah,
that said that it all fits together and looks nicer.
yeah,
Um, but there's there's not as many new mods as you would think.
yeah,
Uh, but we did that on purpose because, well, I mean, because it's 2.0, even though it is, more Clover. It's also supposed to be like our Emerald, like
yeah,
more or
Yeah.
less. Like it's
yeah,
not meant to be like a full new fucking game.
yeah, right. But yeah, no, I get that. Um, but yeah, like I said, it's just something where the game's been in quote unquote development for so long that some of the memes have gotten a little old, so kind of
We're
up,
we're
kind of
discussing
updating,
Whoa,
that.
yeah, kind
memes
of updating. Yeah,
aging?
no, I get
That's
it.
unheard of.
Right. So like I said,
Yeah, we're discussing that
just kind of
because
updating some of them wouldn't hurt. So you know, but
yeah, like we've already like the current thing we're doing is going through the list of trainers that were vanilla from Fire Red, and
mm,
we are making new trainers for all of them.
oh yeah,
So we've
yeah. I
got
saw the,
some.
the Digimon sprite that you did.
Oh, no, no, no! He's a battle tower,
Oh
or a
man,
battle dome
that's funny.
fight. He's gonna be in there as a cameo fighter.
Oh, that's funny.
Which one, Tucker?
Like
uh,
he's just gonna be one of the random ones you run into.
yeah, you should.
I made
You should.
Ty from Digimon as a trainer
Yeah,
fight in
yeah.
Clover.
You should. You should do.
I need to look at Discord when
You should.
when
You
I'm
should
done
change the
here.
Sailor sprite to look like Sailor Moon. Yeah.
4.5
I don't
minutes.
know what we're doing with the sailor yet.
Yeah.
Um,
Cause like.
I know they don't want to do, uh, but you got to remember all of our sailors, all the NPCs that we wrote for
Right.
sailors, they're all male code. So we'd have to make a male, and I, we're
Right, but
even talking about in the
they're
back
all
room right now.
they're
We're
all
like,
named like Sailor Moon and Sailor Mars and stuff though. Like so it makes sense. Like.
but like, but in the, but it's like
I
when
mean,
we
or
first pitched the sailors, like back in like early Clover days,
you
I
could make them
wanted
look
the
like
Sailor
Popeye.
Moon.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It could actually just be Popeye. It could
Yeah.
literally just be Popeye.
Yeah, just put Popeye in the
You
ROM
just make
hack.
it Popeye, and the thing is, you'd have every right to use it because he's in public domain now.
He is a public domain character. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like all of our scientists now look like Albert Einstein.
How funny.
I'm still bitter about
Like-
that Gendy Tartakovsky Popeye movie getting canceled.
Yeah.
Hello.
I mean, heyo.
Howdy.
Do-do-do.
Or what's the other one?
I can't believe Sony can't do that in favor of the Emoji Movie.
Yeah. Well, we saw
So
how
yeah,
that
in
turned out
exchange
for
we
them.
got. Yeah, so in exchange we got Sir Patrick Stewart as a walking, talking turd instead.
Uh-huh.
Hollywood, gotta love it.
Uh-huh.
Love Hollywood.
I mean, we don't have to.
Yeah, you're right. I don't actually love Hollywood.
I'm sorry, Hunger. Do they not have sarcasm on your planet?
I get that you were being sarcastic. I was making an additional joke that didn't rely on sarcasm. You know. So you know. Just saying. You know. Yeah. Snarkasm.
I got all my charm.
I think we actually have a sarcasm somewhere in this realm.
Oh yeah.
Do we? I'm gonna check it out. Hang on.
Did you say Dewey or Doobie?
Recently watched Inside Out too. There was a great sarcasm joke in there.
Oh nice.
I didn't.
It's called sarcasm, Goku. What does
What's
that taste
like?
Damn it, Goku.
I didn't hear what's. I didn't hear
Tastes
Solus
like
answer
bitter
my
tears
question,
of
so I'm gonna
regret.
assume he said Doobie.
Dude,
Wait, what?
Doobie.
What question?
I asked you if you said Dewey or Doobie, and you didn't answer, so I'm gonna assume you said Doobie.
Okay.
Phenomena.
Doobie.
Speaking of,
Okay, I'm gonna wait for the
Ah,
full
there we go.
load.
Perfect.
Alright, I've got a question for Caps.
Hmm?
Is Conan playable, and is he fun?
yes and quadruple yes. He is
Quadruple hit.
really fucking fun. Every goddamn move is a sword slash.
Are you
like-
going over the height limit?
To be or not to be, that is the question.
Like I
Weed.
think like Conan, I think like 5 or 6 of fucking Conan's brutalities are just straight up fucking. They're just different variations of decapitation.
Jeez.
Nice.
Yeah, he's
Loved how in that little debut trailer they had Sonya in her red classic outfit, and I'm like, oh, I see what you did there.
Right.
Good day.
Uh,
Eye in the public eye.
Yeah. Look at Charizard. Charizard's so cool.
Yeah, it was like-
says everyone.
yeah. It was like on Tuesday. It was like when Conan dropped. I was like in honor of Conan the Barbarian being added to Mortal Kombat, I would just like to say, oh yeah, 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 yeah.
oh man. You know that Conan the Barbarian is why we
That
have
guy
He-Man.
come with subtitles.
That's it. Just says barbaric grunt.
Barbarian Grunt subtitles, yeah. But yeah, no. Conan the Barbarian is the reason we have He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
it very much shows in his gameplay. Like you can kind of tell. It's like yeah, this practically is just He-Man.
well, is basically what happened was
Oh, they wanted
Mattel-
to make a Conan,
Yeah.
but
here's the thing. Mattel had gotten in on the toy line for Conan the Barbarian, but they hadn't seen the movie yet. So when they saw the movie and how violent it was, and how how violent and vulgar and everything it was, they're like, oh, we can't we can't make a toy line based on this targeted towards kids. You know, the movie's for adults. You know, so so they basically
Meanwhile, RoboCop.
right, yeah, exactly. So yeah, you know, so Mattel basically declined to do the Conan toy line, but they had a guy who was like their illustrator that was working on illustrations for for the Conan the Barbarian toy line that they were planning, and they ended up using his like basically he came up with his own barbarian character for them to use, and that's how we got He-Man. And basically at the beginning
Sprinkled
the
in a
toy
little
line
bit of
was literally
Star
just
Wars influence.
yeah, well basically at the beginning He-Man the He-Man toy line was literally just He-Man and Skeletor. There were no other characters. And they had this loosely developed lore on how He-Man and Skeletor were fighting over swords that would give them the power and
Yep.
like all this other stuff, you know. So it was like this whole thing where like each of them had like half of the sword or something, you know.
Yep. I remember that. That's why the sword's split in two.
Yeah, so some of the early figures had swords that like you said split into two pieces. Uh, so they did that, and then they tapped Filmation to do animated television commercials for them. For when they debuted new characters to the toy line. So Filmation did this animation for a television commercial, and that led to Filmation being tapped to do the animated series at large, you know, afterwards. Because the TV commercial was done with the lore in mind of with the original lore in mind, like that they're fighting over the swords, you know. Uh,
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna deafen.
so the sure.
Alrighty, well, that's gonna do it for this stream. I'm glad that we did a good one. Don't mind all the ogre pond pictures, by the way. We did good. We did good. We got the whole line. I'm real glad we were able to do it. And I'm gonna go live again maybe on Monday. That seems like a good day to stream. Monday. So look forward to that. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.